Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Digital Micro. You're on the Digital Micro Trading Journal channel, day trading for an ROI payout. No trade recommendations. It's just a trade journal. Going to cover price action order flow levels for Thursday, May 4th, 2023. And we do have an 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard news catalyst. I'm going to talk about a few charts on price action, imbalances, balances, draws on liquidity, and order flow levels. Let's get to it. Journal moment, always striving for a platinum money management process, and part of that is time and price alignment. So the FOMC day afternoon had a handle range expansion. Thursday Asian session was handle range expansion, and here we are in Europe, consolidation. So if I've got two expansions on time blocks, yeah, I'm definitely not going to be active here in the consolidation Europe. It's about risk management, money management, platinum process. That is the goal and number one priority. Let's get to the charts. Okay, first chart weekly. Here's this candle we're in right now on Thursday Globex, and this red line is the wick, halfway of the last week wick, and that's what I'm focused on is the bottom of the wick of last week. That's sell side liquidity coming in at 4,066.75, round up 4,067. So we're very close to that. You can see here we're right around the midweek of last week still. That's a level. This is the zip code where I'm looking between now and the close of the week. That's where it's near on the weekly. With that information, we're armed and ready. No trades as of right now. Did some in Asia, and that is all because we are waiting for the news catalyst volatility event. Next chart. 24-hour chart. This green candle's where we are Thursday, Europe Globex. So this little red rectangle right here, that's one thing to note. Volume imbalance. You don't see the candle bodies touching. There's a gap there, number one. Number two, here's the sell side liquidity spoken of on the week chart. That's this 60, it should come here, right? 67. So I got to adjust that a little bit. Right below that's converging with the number of areas. Number one, it's the very close to the low of the Bollinger Band. That's at 75.25. But more importantly, it corresponds with the Q1 T plus 2 close. And that line comes in at 57.50. And then the year-to-date anchored VWAP. So there's a lot of convergence here of a lot of things. Now below that, this yellow rectangle, we go all the way back to March where we had a fair value gap. So there's a lot of business here, and I think this is going to be a magnet. I'm not saying it's this week or today, but I'm just saying that's going to be a zone for me to watch, be it Thursday, Friday, or next week. That's an area. Let's go to the next chart. 4-hour chart. This is going to be the key chart I watch for the 8:30, and if I see something line up, then yeah, I go down to the 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute. But where we're at right now is I'm looking at this red rectangle above here because we really never covered the rectangle with a candle body. We did close it with the wick, so technically you could call it closed, but I'm not convinced here that this is bullish because then we went right down FOMC and we created a new fair value gap. So this one here, the top is around 30.75 and the low comes in at 41.06. 41.06 is the low. And right here, I've got the New York Midnight Open and the Europe Open. It's pretty converged on the same price, 41.13. So below it, again, we already talked about it. So last chart coming up. Let's get to it. 15-minute left, Branko. So the only thing I'd add on this 15-minute here is this gray rectangle. That's the new day open gap from the last close candle right here. And the body of that close comes in at 97.25. And then the open, 48 40.8875, and then we climb up in Asia, where that gave us more than 3/4 of all the range was Asia. Renko shows Blue Keltner on FOMC. We see price explore below it, above it, not happening yet. 41.25. Don't know if it'll get there. Pivot coming in at 41.1975, and lower blue right now is 40.80. There you have it. Those are the charts. Again, we need platinum money management. No need to press buttons because we traded FOMC afternoon. We traded Asia Globex. So the journal moment here is no pressing of buttons really needed here. ROI has been had, and it's all about being prudent and taking the best setup between now and the non-farm payroll. And I'm just not certain that the RTH is going to offer me what I need, but I'll be flexible and size the trade accordingly. Take care. Aloha. Bye.